Yeah, because I've watched so many blacksmithing shows. Like, I mean, obviously Forged in Fire, but there's like so many other ones I've watched. Like that, what is it, Keith Royer or whatever? He makes
Oh yeah.
awesome stuff. I mean, he's like one of the best as far as like from the creative side, because he has some sick Damascus patterns. Now, I don't know if any of his swords would ever hold up in an actual
Did you ever
scenario of use, but
did
how
you
often is
ever
that going
see
to come
the
up in
one
a...
Forged in Fire episode where they tried to disqualify the guy and he was like, "No, actually, I followed the rules to the T," and they ended up having to let him continue the competition.
Oh, what was it about? What happened?
He made a
Or
sword,
maybe,
right? Or
yeah.
well, he made the knife for the first round. But the way he did it, there was no actual forging to it. It was just he took something, sharpened it, and made sure it was heat treated.
Oh, because they didn't specify that it had to be forged.
Yeah,
That's why they specify that.
yeah, that's why they specify it now. It always takes one dude.
I hate that though that people do. It's like, bro, you know what the spirit of the competition is.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you know what it's
Well, when
supposed to be.
when money's on the line, spirit goes out the window. I'm 90% sure.
Fucking hate that shit, man.
Fuck. God damn it.
Wir brauchen Artillerieunterstützung. Verstanden! Bestätige Feuer!
Yeah, you ain't gonna hold that position long, bitch.
Dude, have you ever seen that Wicked Edge sharpening system?
I have not. I've heard a little bit about it, but I've never
So
actually looked
it
at it.
holds the like it's like a little case. You open it up, and there's a center thing that comes up where you put the blade in, or the knife in with the blade up,
Yeah.
facing up, and it clamps it in the center of it. It clamps it tight, and then it's got these two arms that you can unfold, and then you take the sharpening stone thing that's got a hole through it, like that it slides through, and you put one on each pole, and then you put one at the tip and one at the all the way down towards the like the guard or whatever, and
Hmm.
then you touch the stones and knife and you bring them in the opposite directions, and then you just keep going back and forth like that, and you just slightly give it an orbital, like a circular motion as you're doing it, and that's all it is.
That sounds wild, actually.
But to me, that's way more, number one, efficient and probably accurate than doing it where you're actually sliding the entire knife on a stone to
Yeah.
get a fine job on it, fine edge.
Where am I getting shot at from?
Hey, what the 190 views in 2 days isn't bad when it doesn't even have a video attached to it, and it was released in an AI community.
Yeah.
Pretty happy. Pretty happy with that. I mean, all I did was the lyrics, but still.
Damn it. I got.
You gotta stop doing that, Sal.
Yeah, no. I tried
What
not
are you?
to.
What are you playing?
Enlisted.
Oh yeah. Should have played 7 days of that. That might have been a better experience for you all around, I think. Probably 7 days. Yeah. Yeah. So 7 days. That might have been. We could have just started another World Funsies. Fucking around. Played some games. Not salads. Nope. Nope, not salads. Not salads.
These fuckers keep preventing me from getting behind them. And I don't like it.
Our forces are in position, capturing the control point. Diese Position halten! Ja, Herr Kommandant, positiv. Wir haben einen Kämpfer verloren! Excellent. Move out to the next control point.
They did this whole update thing, but they didn't update the changes in the rosters for the one league, but they did everything else. Like for the rival series roster, it didn't do the. And usually, like every time they do an update like that, you end up having to go around and doing like a correction. You know, subbing in to get the team bonuses and shit.
Yeah. I keep marking stuff for our aircraft, and he's just not hitting targets. It's kind of aggravating. Where
Has it
is
gotten
this
any
fuck-
better, or are you still getting totally smoked?
I'm doing fine. I got because I was fighting like 3 squads at the same time. That was
Yeah,
all.
usually when you try to be Superman in a game that's called Enlisted, it's probably sounds about right.
Yeah. This ain't Super Mario Enlisted. This is a regular Enlisted. Oh fuck. Now.
Well, that's what you get for talking shit, Sal's. You
I
caught
jumped off
by
a roof.
surprise.
The surprise was the ground was there to catch me. I just bayonet charged a dude, shot another dude, and then ended the life of a dude on the ground. That was a beautiful transaction that I caused. They caught me in the transition there. there's a fucker in that goddamn window. Oh, they got a tank on the point. Yeah, that's not helpful either. And I'm getting fucking artilleried.
Oh, that's never fun.
No, no, it is not, especially when I'm in a building.
Yeah, that could make it unpleasant. Damn.
La vittoria sarà nostra! Bitte mal erobern! Werft ihr Schweine! Tust du doch!
Oh my god, dude.
This all hurts. This hurts real bad. That's a fucking tank. Oh. That went very bad very quickly, die.
Dude, he made that video into a stained glass mural
Oh, that's
of the band
hilarious.
playing with the raccoon with the two tails singing the song. Though both of those guys too, Mad Hatter and Crash, they're both Canadians, but they're both part of the Canada that wants to not be in Canada. If
Oh,
you
the
know what I
good
mean?
part of Canada.
Yeah, the part that we would welcome with open arms to be 50%. But um, but but he was like, the one guy goes, I'm all the way on the east, but I'll fucking move there if you guys are going. I was dying. He was like, he's like, just call me up, eh? I'll come right over.
Made it sound like
He's
it
like,
was a transactional deal.
no, he's just sick of it, because he's like, even though he's not in Alberta, he's involved enough that he gets screwed on the same stuff they get screwed on, and he
Yeah.
just
Oh,
it's been
fuck.
his whole life, and he's just like so tired of it. I can't blame him, but I mean,
Hey, that
and
plane
you
that
know
I
what?
have sucks.
You know what they told me about the hockey situation?
It was hockey, eh?
This will blow your mind. Because remember how all the people at the game were booing the American national anthem,
Yeah.
all the Canadians and shit.
Hmm.
They were like, "Yeah, those people make me
Bombardierung der
fucking sick."
Koordinaten!
They're like, "Those are the Eastern Canadian people. That's
Yeah.
not us." I'm like, "Yeah, because I'm like, you guys kind of more remind me of Texas." And they're like, "Oh hell yeah, we're exactly like Texas except colder."
We're,
It's like,
we're the
yeah.
cold half of Texas.
But they are. They're very independent. They're like, a lot of them are like those, like they fit the stereotype of like the ranchers and like the oil like rig guys and stuff.
Yeah.
But, they do a lot of manual work, a lot of blue collar, but it's a lot of stuff that has to be blue collar, and it's resource, you know, mining and different things. And it's like you can't piss off blue collar people too long Because as soon as they have enough power, they don't forget. Blue collar dude will never forget when you cut his lunch short 10 minutes. He'll never fucking forget that. He'll work for you for 30 years and never let that go. You know what I'm saying? Like if
Yeah,
you're like a
Brent.
lineman or if you're like a painter or something, guarantee the union painter will never forget when somebody gyps him on his lunch. You know what I'm
You
saying?
want your little witch? There you go, baby girl. There's your witch.
But they said the healthcare up there's terrible. Even though it's free, like it's great, it's free, right? Like if you have like a broken leg, but if you need serious medical care, sometimes you're waiting
Oh yeah.
month and a half.
Well, that's what
Because
everybody
it's free
forgets
and
about
everybody goes
free.
there for
Yeah.
every little thing. Like I got a nose, I got a snipple. They're in the fucking ER, you know? It's like, oh, bro, calm down. Especially with
Yeah.
how people have kind of gotten a little softer.
That is what everybody forgets when they mention free healthcare is the fact that everyone will use that free healthcare and you will never be able to.
Yep.
Like you will have an
Everybody,
emergency and you will never make it to the emergency room.
Stellung verteidigen!
exactly. Like if you really need emergency treatment, you really need it. You don't have time to be waiting for 3 weeks or 3 months to go by to get seen for your, you know,
Yeah.
infectious disease that's eating you alive. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just stupid. The real stupid part is though, then expecting those same people to vote for you and still getting voted for. Like this just blows my mind, dude. That's why I say like the worst thing to ever happen is the internet. As much as I love it, and you know how much I love AI and stuff going on right now, so I really love it, right? Like really love it, the internet. But I will tell you that it is the single biggest bane to humanity that has ever been invented on this planet. Look at all the strife that's happened specifically because of faster information exchange via the internet.
Well,
Not
it's
even
not
counting
just.
fake information, just
I was about to
because
say.
governments get it quicker, all the wars, everything, you know?
I was about to say it's not just information. It's stupid misinformation too. I mean, you
Yeah,
might
yeah, but even
hear
if you just looked at the like,
if you look at just
governmental shit,
accurate information, yeah, it's bad. But I
but
mean,
then all the side shit that everybody gets confused
yeah,
about, and you can't even tell if it's real or fake anymore, and
and they
all that
move in
crap
all their emotion and everything else on it.
without even knowing what the hell happened.
Yeah,
That's what blows my mind. I don't care if somebody disagrees with me on religion, politics, anything. I don't care. It's their opinion. I'll let them argue it with me because you know what? If they change my mind, well, then maybe I was wrong, right? Like, I mean, we don't know everything. We think we do until somebody tells us the real truth, and then we go, "Oh shit, I should have seen that all along."
I don't know, die. I
You
know
know?
everything,
Uh,
everything.
okay.
You know what the meaning of life is? Nothing. There is no meaning. We're all gonna die. Oh, that got morbid quick. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're a terrible human being.
I try my best.
So just so imagine this, Sals. This is what I just saw come to the beginning of it happened today, right? And obviously, I can't say any details because there's so many people involved. But imagine this: 35 of YouTube's best AI creators, right?
Hmm.
And when I say best, I mean it, right? And all influenced by Skybros, obviously, right? Because that's Discord, the Discords that I'm in, and and they're working on a project like an homage back to him. And the person getting it all together is the same person that helped me with my song. And there's like 30 video, like just video creators doing independent parts for this song, right? For the video. And I don't it's hard to just do one person doing a video all the way through. I can't imagine how they're going to piece like 30 different creators, like little segments, into an actual working picture. But if they pull it off, it will be epic. But Salad, you didn't even listen to that song I sent you, did you, you bastard?
No, I still have not.
Dude, it is a bop, bro. It is a bop. And because it's got AI music in it, it's not copyrightable. And if they even tried, I wrote the lyrics. So I can combat that if you ever listen to it. Or it's going in the background of my mic and it comes through on your stream and Twitch is like, oh no, that's not copyrighted. You can't copyright AI stuff.
Too late. I've already copywritten it.
The only way you can get people to sue you and then win the lawsuits is if you physically wrote all the lyrics, like how I did because I suck with Suno, and then you have somebody create the music using your, or you create the video using your lyrics, right? And then somebody goes, oh, they do a fake copyright strike against you just because a lot of that goes around,
Yeah.
and then you friggin' hit them with the auto lawsuit insta win because you'd probably pick up because right now there's a lot of AI hate, so you probably pick up like 2 or 3 lawsuits a year. At least. At least. It's a good side change, man. That's a little AI hustle if anybody wants to get in on that.
That's
Because I'd
like,
love to
let's make
see.
unethical ways to make unethical money.
No,
Unethically.
because I'd love to see these people that are just like all these hating scumbags that are just out hurting people right now just because they don't like AI or they're artists and they're like, oh, I'm against AI art because it's not real art. Okay,
Well,
I get the philosophical discussion, 100% get it from both sides, right?
but
But is
before
that
you
worth
can,
trying to screw somebody monetarily by getting them
before you
demonetized or?
can continue that, Mama T and Crow are both artists. They both. I mean, that's what they do is their side hustle.
Yeah, but what
And
I'm saying is I respect that and I respect the opinion from the artists saying, "Hey, if they're like against AI specifically, I
yeah,
get that argument, but I also 100% get the argument from the AI creation side because I'll tell you what, if you don't know how to use AI, right? Everybody thinks because they can make a Chat GPT image, they know how to use AI bullshit. If if you're good with AI and you make a music video, right? Like because specifically this group makes predominantly like music videos, right? Not only do you have to have an extremely adept working knowledge of music as far as timing, the changes, the tempos, like where to change tempos, how to program a female and a male voice intertwining in a song, how to do you have to really understand song structure, but on top of that, you have to understand character design, how things are drawn, camera angles, how cameras work, camera orbits. You know what I mean? You have to be a full-on director to slap it all together, and that is a different kind of art than like creating an art piece from a person, like a person creates an art piece, whether it be a painting or a sculpture or a drawing or a painting, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can respect both because it's not l- really the same. At least worth what we're completely dealing with 90% of the time.
yeah.
But I get the argument. Like, there's a lot of people that are artists that hate AI, and there's a few of them that are in our Discord. It's not that there's any hate back from, like, well, especially this. I could say this: the Skybreast community has no hate against anybody who just dislikes AI or like there's some kind of you know like philosophical discussion difference
Well,
of why. It's all open for conversation, but it's just the people that lash out with hate from either side. I can't stand it.
here's my thoughts on it. I don't like the fact that AI is so predominant the way it is, especially because it is causing major issues with job marketing. But then on top
Well,
of it, like anybody in the creator field is now having issues with it too. Because like take for example TikTok. All I get is AI generated voiceover stuff, and it's like
yeah, but you know what
okay,
that is? You know what that is? All those slot videos that are like slamming TikTok. There's a bunch of them in YouTube too that are like those archaeological things. Like,
Yeah.
oh, blah blah blah, and it's all 100% fake, and it's all looks real, but it's all the same like story, kind of like the same kind of like thing. It's all about historical stuff, blah blah blah, and it's got like realistic looking pictures in it. That's not even put together by a human. A person set up an agent to control bots to then pull ideas from YouTube, take those ideas, put them in a formulate a story to counteract it, then take that and hand it off to each bot that would have to do different jobs for it, writes the script, puts it together, publishes it, and posts it on YouTube. The person literally only has to input like change like pathings and inputs on it every once in a while. It's one dude putting out like 10,000 videos a month of crap, and I hate him.
Yeah, it drains creators like me who I'm putting out videos daily, but I'm getting no push because it's all AI through for you page.
Yeah, I mean, like the stuff that I support, especially with the community that I'm in, with the whole Skybreast community,
Hmm.
it's not. Everybody just accepts the slop as it's just kind of like, just like with Rocket League. Like when Rocket League gets a new car that's a little OP, everybody fucking plays with it, and that's all you see. Like when the
Yeah.
Cybertruck hit, it was all Cybertrucks in Rocket League for like what 2 weeks. It was so annoying. It's the same with every single new thing that's awesome. It gets overused, and we'll see a big spike in its usage when it comes to creation and art and stuff. A big huge spike, and then it's going to die out because now they're charging for base usage on Grok and other AI, right?
Hmm.
So the people creating all the bullshit stuff aren't going to be doing it because not all of them are making money on it,
Yeah,
right?
I mean
A lot of them are doing it just to be douchebags, you know?
you'll have the dip in it, but by then you've already hurt enough. Like you've hurt many small creators. You've hurt
Yeah,
so
but
many
look
of
at
them
the
that they've already
if you look at
stopped.
that impact though, sounds like if you look at the numbers, right, of how many people it would impact. Now compare that. We're getting a little deep here, but compare that to the damage that the Democratic Party has done to not only the country, but every single human being on the planet over the last 20 years.
No,
And then see where the real
you
damage came from. You know what I'm saying?
you know that I'm not very political on stream, but I will say the
I am only
Democratic
saying
Party.
things that I think you would agree with, is
Well,
because I'm not going to argue with you on your stream.
yeah.
Like,
Well, here's the thing. I I agree to an extent. Yes, they did. But I can also agree that there has been some Republican reform too that has done not
oh,
good for the Republicans.
yeah, dude. There's been a
This
loads of
is
Republican leadership that's been crappy. The only difference is those outliers of the Republican Party that have been complete douchebags and screwed over a lot of people.
mm,
They're not in cahoots with a bunch of other Republicans. It's like just one dude that's a douchebag, right? But when you get on the Democratic side, and this is where it
but-
annoys me, they're all like linking together, and they're all like running the same scams within each other and using each other to help with their scams. And it's like, bro, like this is like an organized crime syndicate at that point. You know what I mean?
yeah.
At
Well,
least from the outside
here
looking in. You know?
here is where I have to sit on it, right? Like I sit as a third party person. I will talk about both parties in the good and the bad. Uh, I believe that neither party can be right at this point because you have extremism on both sides. You have no more middle ground where used to you could vote in the middle and be satisfied that your vote actually meant something.
Oh yeah, it's totally different now. If you look back, it kind of changed when. Remember when Ross Perot ran?
Yeah,
That is when that started to really change. Like, because before then, political adversaries they'd run each other through the mud, right? But it wasn't like they wouldn't be framing them as a terrorist, or they wouldn't be framing them as like done illegal stuff and tried to get them kicked out of office. Like that wasn't a thing. There was at
yeah,
least a mutual respect of a professional respect, right? Now it's despicable. It's literally gross how They act like children.
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean,
Po-
let's be honest. If you live in New York, I'm sorry, but you live in a state where 90% of the people need mental health because you voted AOC in, who's literally a bartender and has the intelligence of a frog. That's an undisputable point. Nobody can argue that logic because it's like almost a fact if you've heard any of her presentations ever. Sorry, not to take a dip into that, but I'm just saying, like,
yeah.
there's things that have caused that rift what you're talking about, but I'm talking more to the organized badness, right? Because there's always going to be independent jerks in every crowd, right?
Yeah.
In every community, in every like if it's politics or sports or whatever, right? There's always going to be a jerk from either side. There always is. But I don't think any party is better is really good and one is evil. I think recently I would say that the left is more evil because they perpetuate violence and they're pushing for violence where the other side isn't. But historically, I don't really give a crap about parties. I give a crap about policies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the
It's
individual person. I don't vote party blindly. I'm not like a blind check the box dude. So I get you on the third party. It's a shame that we haven't had better third party candidates, but that's because after Ross Perot, they kind of shut that down real hard.
yeah.
And you notice how there really hasn't been. There's only been like what one or two since him, and it was what's his name from the Green Party. That was it. It's literally it. I don't
See,
think there's been another party but the Green Party.
I think we need a party that runs on the laissez-faire government that we initially started on. I mean, like, people do for each other and themselves, and that's it. We don't do for the government. We don't do for the, and if we go to war, it's one of those things. Shit happens, kind of thing. If we
You know what I'm
do,
scared about, Salad?
but
Because it was so bad for so long, and there was so much like fraud, crime, like all the bad policies for so long, and it was so extreme, right?
Mhm.
And it struck and pissed people off so bad. Like, for one, I can't see them winning a major election in the next 60 years. I just don't think it's humanly possible, especially with boomers dying up. You can't fool younger people because younger people are on the damn internet, right?
yeah,
Younger people, while I question their work ethic a lot of times at work, I will tell you they're not fucking idiots, right? Like they're online chronically, a lot of them, and because of that, they actually socially they're way smarter than most generations
well,
were
a lot of them are
at their
on
age.
an extreme amount of Google, too. I mean, if they hear
Yeah.
something, they're gonna Google the shit out of it.
You hear? I should tell you the story of the one time about the AI that was paying somebody Bitcoin to go get them information and feed it into them. That's a pretty good one. We
That's
got to talk about
hilarious.
that one. We got to talk about that off stream because that's yeah. There's some people that are in Discord chats that I hear stuff about that I shouldn't be, around. But
I got shot down by a plane looking the opposite direction of me. And it
oh,
wasn't even
it's
his
Alex.
tail gunner that shot me down.
Are are you ever going to animate your? Were you talking about animating your
Uh,
PNG?
Panda was gonna turn it into a VTube for me. And
If you don't want to go full on VTube, or if you want to still be able to make it interchangeable, so you could like change your outfit, or you could like on the fly.
mm,
If you watch Keen, the streamer Keen, the pirate dude,
yeah.
he has a video that he made on how to make the same exact thing he's using. And if you watch his stream, it's not bad. It's got a like a resting image, and it's got a like open mouth kind of image that it kind of falls, and it has like a shrug image, and then so when he's talking it does the like forward like more bright talking thing, and then when he's not talking it kind of goes back into like the resting, and it has it breathing. You know what
So
I mean? Like,
so
but it's
he
not a
has it running
fully.
through he has it running through different phases of a PNG.
Yeah, it's
And
there's a program he's using to control it to where he can still actively sweat. Like if say you made an avatar, and then you go, oh, I want to make one for Christmas, and you made a Christmas one with a Christmas outfit, whatever. or one is like say just a like a waist up or chest up, and then the other one is like a full body one, right? You
Yeah.
can just literally click a button and swap them, and it just swaps midstream right to the new image. And so you could update it, create it. If you were able to do it in a different style, or you wanted to do it in different, you could just change it, and then you know what I'm saying. Like he changed his just recently and made it look way sharper than it was before. But he's like, I'm not spending all that money to go full on VTuber because once you get into VTuber, once you get out of PNG into VTuber land, the competition curve seems to literally jump through the fucking ceiling. Because you got people like Bupela out there who is literally creating realistic stuff that she's going to use for her actual avatar,
Yeah.
moving and everything. Kind of like how Fillion does, but with extreme 4K quality renders. Like, I mean, I'm talking like realistic life shaders. Like, it's disgusting. It is, but that's what you're dealing with in the VTuber space. Is there's all the people that are super big are either super big because they got lucky in the right circumstance, maybe they made the right comment at the right time and got a bunch of followers, or they're super high end, high like AI, blah 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 blah, like techie people, right?
Yeah.
But the people in the PNG space is way more diverse. It covers a way bigger, like a group of like what
And
they stream about,
yeah.
and the it doesn't seem to feel, at least to the PNG tubers that I know, um, besides you, um, they don't feel like there's any competition with VTubers at all. But all the VTubers are like, yeah. Like I even feel it against like because people peel off of their streams to go watch other people's streams that are in the same community, and they're like, yeah, I see it happen, you know.
Time out, die. What you gonna be gone for 4 weeks for, Chaos King? Don't tell me you're getting deployed again. Oh, you're stuck in ads. That's what you get for leaving me for 4 weeks. You get ad jail.
No, dude, Salads gets me into ad jail for like 5 minutes at a time. It's so hilarious because it's like double what everybody else gets. It's like I think that the
Oh
internet just
yeah,
hates me.
I purposely chose you for my longest ad runs. Die.
Oh my god, I think you have a Stream Deck and you have a button that says commercial, and then you have a button that says die commercials. And then so whenever die comes into the chat, you're like, hit the button, hit the button, hit. You just take a stack of quarters, set it on top of the button. Yeah, I know
Man, I don't
know
have a
yours.
stack of quarters. I can't even pay attention. Okay.
You're, you're like, yeah, I just put my bills and I just put them on the key. Just take all
Chaos
the
King,
mail, like
what are you
10
gonna be
pounds of
gone
mail.
for 4 weeks for? It's not allowed.
Unless
I've
you're going
already.
on a fun ass vacation.
He's probably gonna be trying to pet another fucking tiger.
I mean, have you ever petted a tiger?
No, no, and I don't think I
I
would
saw
put my hand in one's mouth.
I saw a guy like hold his hand up next to a lion cage, and then he went to pull his hand away really quick, and the lion just barely moved its paw, and the claw, and those claws are so huge, hooked into his wrist.
Mm,
Oh man, and he pulled away. Like the guy pulled away, but you know he was in a lot
oh
of doo doo.
yeah. Okay, so you're going in for more training because
Oh,
you
more
know
training is never a bad thing to make you a more badass. Oh, wait,
he's
what are you
he's
going in for
going
training for?
into Delta Force selection training.
Yeah, because he's going in for badassery. Badassery 101 because that's what they do. They kick ass and they take names. Fucking Delta, biggest badasses on the planet. You know how you know they're the biggest badasses? Because they don't write books after they get out. You got to be a SEAL for that.
I just got a hit mark with a hand grenade.
Like 99% of the Delta stories you hear people talk about are bullshit because they don't talk really. All the SEAL stories are all widely known. You know what I mean? The Delta stuff is like You gotta know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that was there for something to hear about something.
Oh, well, that's not good. I'm out of fucking ammo. Someone's not sharing bullets with me.
You know how you can tell that they don't want Delta people making books after they get out?
They side them
Because
away.
every time a Delta guy gets out and he starts talking publicly, doing interviews or anything,
He
like that one
disappears.
guy, I can't remember. No, they just all the other Delta guys and SEALs and whatever start disavowing him. Like, oh no, he's lying. That never happened. What is he talking about? He wasn't even there. And they do that, and they just like it's basically like, no, you can't be talking about this shit. We're just gonna shame you into hiding again. That's what it seems like anyway.
Here you go, baby girl. You want your uniseal?
Like it's an unspoken rule or something.
Come here. I'm trying to fly a plane, baby girl. I'm trying to help you. Do you want your uniseal or no?
Did it say no?
Come here. Baby girl.
Oh man, I was about to piss Mama T off so bad.
Is
I'm
that what
glad
you
I
want?
didn't. What? Oh, are you talking to me?
No, I was talking to the ferret still. She's trying to figure out how to get some of her bigger toys out of the playpen thing that I gave them. And she's standing over the edge. She's tugging at it with all her strength. It's the smallest fucking toy in the thing, and she's not budging it.
A, a Chaos King. So, I got a question for him. You mind if I ask him?
Ah, go for it.
So, Chaos King, you know how I have a friend who had something happen
Wait
to
a
him when
minute.
he
Wait
was
a minute. Daz already lied. Dad doesn't have friends.
well, no, but when he was deployed, he had some stuff happen. They were in some firefights and whatnot, and he was him and some of his buddies too were telling me about this that he got a glancing like ricochet or whatever, and it like hit his head. And like you can't downplay a graze because yeah, it's a graze, but when you get grazed in the head with like a 7.62, right? Like it rings your bell, even if it's just a graze, right? But so his the guys are like the one dude was like putting a thing around on his head, right? Like because they didn't have something happened with his gauze, I can't remember. But he looks up and he's got this big thing on his head because the dude's like trying to find where his gun and he's got like a thing wrapped on him, and he looks up and he's like Sarge, and he's like doing that like I'm dying sound, to his voice. He's like Sarge, Sarge, and he's like what? And he goes, am I still pretty, Sarge? And his sergeant looked at him. He said, if you weren't already shot, I'd shoot you myself.
Die Unterstützung!
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's the humor I love. That's the military humor that I love. Those guys are the best, man. You get a bunch of military dudes drunk, not too drunk, just drunk enough. Okay, you're just buzzed, and you have some of the best stories you've ever heard. You get them too drunk, and you get stories that make it so you can't sleep at night.
No, you get news stories that are from the bar.
Or you find out they're actually a criminal, and now they're going to take you on a crime spree.
Now they're out committing war crimes with you, and that's a whole new story.
My buddy said that they were in their Humvee. He was a MP. This is way before he started moving up the chain. And he said those Humvees are sick as hell because he goes, I hit a curb, and it was a big curb, and he goes, I hit it at like 35 and didn't even feel it. He's like, I just fucking went. I'm like, why did you hit the curb? And he goes, I was cutting through this lot and I didn't see it. I thought it was gonna be some like military exercise or like something cool. Nah, it was.
He's
I
like,
got
I
lazy and I
was
cut through the
afraid the
parking lot.
parking lot had an IED in it.
I was making sure the perimeter was safe, man.
That dude's gotta be mad. I just squad wiped him twice.
Oh, remember how we were talking about the automated delivery of the AI slop? You know who
Yeah.
did that? Remember the Bigfoot AI images?
Yeah.
Where it was the like Bigfoot's like running away and he's like stealing people's food and like all that crap he was doing, like raising raccoons and then eating them, all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's all just like mass generated. Like that dude wasn't running single gen stuff.
Oh no.
He was knocking out like 10 episodes in one shot. Because you could tell he didn't care if the quality was 100%. Because the hair was like slightly different in every single every single one. There was no consistency whatsoever. So he didn't even know how to prompt properly.
Oh, that dude is pissed. I rounded the corner, put my gun in his face, pulled the trigger. He pulled the trigger at the same time and he hit me in the stomach. So he didn't kill me, but I got him perfectly.
You're gonna listen to that song sometime, Salads, motherfucker. Just saying. I'm really proud of that song, Salads. Really proud of that song. It is not a genre of music that you would ever expect that I would write lyrics for.
I wrote a country song
No,
about his
it's very.
sister being his brother's lover.
I don't even know how to describe it. It's a vibe though. Like it's a song that's like one of those ones you could literally let it repeat all day long and it wouldn't bother you, because it like gets you going and like after like 10 seconds listening to it, you're like, oh man, I'm swaying to this thing. Like it's a bop, dude.
I just got killed for being out of bounds, and it's sad. And Chaos King, you're right. We don't commit war crimes because there is no proof of our crimes.
Hey, there's no. It's not a war crime the first time.
It's
It's
also
never a
not a
war
war
crime.
crime if anybody can not find evidence of it. In other words, explosion, explosion, explosion.
Right? Oh, you know what? I wonder, was it? I can't remember if it was you I was talking about.
Talking about or talking to?
We talking to about something. I can't remember. Me. It was either me or you, me and you, or me and your brother. I'm pretty sure. We were talking about. Oh, let's see. Was it him? Oh yeah, we were talking about those. Like, did you ever see those paintings I did? The painted images.
I think I did.
So most people, this is 90% of the slop that probably Mama T fucking hates, as she sees people posting and saying it's art and it's dog shit. But most people just put in a prompt, they get an image, they go, look at this, guys, and they slap it out there. My dumbass has 10 different emails through ChatGPT, and I funnel whatever style I'm gonna want to emulate in an image. I take samplings, like little snippets from corners, or like whatever kind of image I want to
Oh
focus
yeah,
on.
you were telling me about this earlier
And
today.
like with the paintings, I fed it hundreds of paintings just on the one email, right? Hundreds of paintings. And now when I ask it to make a painting, it looks like a fucking masterpiece because it understands on a base level what it is. You know what I mean? Besides what it's read and what it's been programmed for.
Yeah.
But that's why, like, certain things I'll do and I do it really, really well, and other stuff looks like garbage because I don't feed that style into my AI like prompts. So it doesn't even know, it doesn't have a reference. But the sloppers don't care. They just like one program that boom, and they send it out. And it's trash. Even the videos are trash. It doesn't have any good sound. It's garbage. Why doesn't Mama T post her art in the thing?
She does on occasion. She doesn't do a whole lot of it, but
Listen,
like
I'm looking at
like
artsy fartsy in your Discord,
she
and
she
I'm not
posts
seeing
it in
any
the other
images.
Discord.
Because I was just about to drop. I was gonna drop something in there, and I was like, ah, Mama T will fucking kill me because it's freaking AI.
You
I
can
made
still
it on
throw it in
AI.
there. You can still throw it in there. I don't care.
I don't want to piss off Mama T. I
Dad's
don't.
got a thing for Mama T.
No, I just don't want to piss her off. I mean, she's not an a-hole. It's not like she ever treated me like garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I want to purposely piss her off if I know it's gonna piss her off? I mean, I'm not
Dad,
gonna sit
this is
there and
unlike you. Are
deny.
are you feeling well?
No, I'm not gonna deny that I'm pretty pro AI. We all know it. You know, it's not anything like big
Okay.
to say that, but that doesn't mean I have to like not be courteous of people that don't like AI's feeling about things. That's just being a dick. You know what I mean? I don't care what your viewpoint is. I'm not gonna like shove it down your throat. You know what I'm saying?
Dad, are you sure you're okay?
I've always been like this.
Well, I'm just saying, you usually aren't nice to people, and here you are being nice to Mama T.
Okay, I will throw this one thing in that channel. Mama T, if you're listening, look at that and tell me if that's not a good painting though. Like if you zoom in on it too, you can actually see the layers of paint. It's you can't tell me that's not good. But that's not the product of one prompt. That's the product of literally 2.5 weeks of feeding images into it for reference and then giving it my prompt on the style and like what I wanted to do with it. So technically, I put more into that than I put into any other single thing I've ever done, probably, besides playing video games.
That's because you a bitch, Dad.
But I know she's not like an AI person, but I still like, which which is why I ask if she what she thinks of it, because if she says it looks good, then I'm gonna take that compliment a lot more um honest than I'm gonna take just some random person's like, oh yeah, that looks cool, man. Like, yeah, does it really? Or are you just trying to be nice? Like, don't be nice for no reason. You know what I mean? Don't say it's good if it's not good. If it sucks, tell me so I know, so I make it better.
Okay, Dad, all your art sucks, man.
On a lot of levels, it does.
I, I was
Because
gonna I was gonna be
I'm just
funny
getting.
and just bring back up the picture of the robot that I keep sending into chat when you talk about doing AI imaging.
Oh God.
Robotic killer.
I sent her two images I put in that chat. They're different painting styles though. Because one I wanted a ballroom thing, and the other one I wanted it to blend out, blur out the whole background. But I told it to sign it too, but it didn't sign it because it doesn't have a name that it can write. But then I was hoping it would put something down like some weird ass bunch of symbols or something, but it didn't put anything. But the only thing that's the same about that art is the gold that's used, but that's because I really like that gold color. And the person
Okay.
I made him for, she really likes that gold color, so I'm like, okay. Like it looked good on another video that I did for her, or another images I did for her, so I was like, okay, I'll make it like that because I know she'll like that more than the darker stuff. Because I'm courteous, Salads. Jesus. You make me out to be a monster.
That's because you are a monster. I'm not
Ah,
gonna lie and be like you're a fucking unicorn.
now I'm watching your stream so I can see if you're actually typing in the chat and you're going, guys, seriously?
Actually,
Guy
Chaos
is a
King
complete
responded
piece of
to your
crap.
thing, but I'm not reading all that. You're gonna have to get over here and read it.
Yeah, you're really
I
bad at
read
doing
it
it,
in
dude.
my head, but I'm not reading it out loud because English is bad. Okay.
Okay, I'm reading it right now. Before just leaving, I love the wording at the very end. It's like, so that's what we did for 20 minutes before just leaving. just it's it's just it's just like normal military with the hurry up and wait, you know? Like we're here. We're going ape. We're going ape. Okay, guys, it's time to go. Everybody immediately is gone.
Centrato! Difendete questo punto!
Wasn't that rough over there? Look, so like I watch a lot of footage, like real like combat footage, and like it always seemed like, especially when you were in those areas where there's the mountains on either side of you, and it looks it appears to be nothing but just flat land for the whole rest of everything, and like especially in the areas where it's not really doesn't have any trees, and because there are some areas that have a lot of trees actually, but not the videos I was watching, and like you can't tell where the shot's coming from because it's coming from one of the mountains. It has to be because there's nothing in front of you anywhere else, and like you have to try to like look out and figure it out while you're actually taking fire with literally no place to get cover. It's like you better hope you stack behind the wheel of the car because there's like nothing else besides the vehicle you drove in on. That to me would drive me nuts because it's like the stress level, dude. Anytime I saw a mountain, I'd be freaking out thinking I was about to be next. You know what I mean? Once you have that happen to you once. Oh man, I'm accumulating points, salads. Oh baby, we're getting them points, salads.
Points.
Yeah. You need to be scared of them push-up points or maybe sit-up points. One of them I'm gonna use, and when I use it, I'm gonna make sure I get 3 in a row. And I'm just kind of push-ups, sit-ups, push-ups, sit. Oh, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. You're gonna be looking like Richard Simmons afterwards. Oh, it's gonna be, it's gonna be epic. I'm gonna put an afro on your ferret, and that's what I'm gonna put in him. The Gene or the Richard Simmons, with the big afro, the white
No,
dude with the huge afro.
please don't afro my ferret, man. I don't need a cultural appropriation.
Hey, there's people with curly hair that have big fros that aren't like of another ethnicity.
Yeah, but no ferret in the history of ferrets has.
Carrot Top,
Yeah, but
he's about as white as you could possibly be.
he's not a ferret. He's not a ferret top.
No, I'm just saying.
That's what I thought, bitch.
We also haven't played Arma 3 in a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, we have not.
I mean, we haven't played Daisy either, but I really don't have any burning desire to play. I get the itch for that every now and then. But lately I just haven't felt like playing a lot of shooters. 7 Days is different because there's the survival side of it, right? But let's
Yeah.
be honest, I mostly play the game to build electronic stuff and do mining. That's literally what I like to do in the game. I like to loot when we're doing it as a group, but like just personally going around looting, unless I'm wrenching cars and electronic parts, I really would rather just mine. Like,
You're like, I would rather be dead.
well, I did that one tunnel under the base from the courtyard, by the front gate or whatever,
Mm.
because that's where she told me to put it. Mama T told me to put it there because I asked her, and so I dug down, going under the. Then I found out that where all that ore was, it was north. So then I had to go back to the drop down where I came down, and tunnel into the sidewall of that, and I went the other direction all the way to that Central Park area. I mean, that's a long tunnel, but we kept getting those power ups for the power hits. So I was just chugging through that rock, dude, like nobody's business.
Mm.
Yeah, and it's like but that's why I said it appears flat because you look out there and it looks like it's flat as can be, except for maybe a shrubbery here and there, right? And you're like, oh yeah, it's wide open, but there's actually little tiny undulations, right? And then on top of that, like he was saying with the rocks, it does not take a big pile of rocks to hide you at 600 meters with undulating ground if you're on the low side of it. It
Duh.
doesn't have to undulate a lot. You know what I mean by undulate, like it waves.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to wave a lot. It's just a little bit plus plus a little bit of rocks, and it looks natural, and you're 100% hidden. It's like it's kind of scary how good that would work. I mean, the only way they can make it work better is if they had on like they did it maybe near a shrubbery. They tried to be another shrubbery, is it gilly maybe or something, or like I don't know how else you would effectively hide out in public or out in the field like that without trying to hide in the rocks. But that's why they would just open up on them with the 50, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna swap games. So give me just a minute before y'all continue this conversation.
You're swapping to what?